We are live.
It's Raven, your GS.
Joe, one third of the cyber nerds.
We are live.
Hey, you fam, come on, you.
Guys, I'm Joe, one third of the cyber nerds.
And I'm Raven, your GS.
Do you know what? I didn't actually look over there.
You never
before.
do. That's the problem. You
bro.
never do. This is the second time this week. You did this on the bloody
Second time this week.
yeah. You see when we were doing the review,
Yeah.
the second review we did when you were sitting on that side, you did the exact same thing, bro. I was sneezing, and you just like we are. Why?
Guys, welcome to this week's episode of Sith Temple.
What's going on, guys? How you doing? Just another week with this guy, I guess, doing madness, catching me off guard as usual. I'm really starting to think this is a thing.
Bro,
with
I'd
you,
never,
fam.
bro, I wouldn't do
I'm
that.
gonna go back to videos and see how many times you've done this, bro. Because I know just this year you've done it at least 10 times, bro. It's a
10 times!
At least, bro. You do it all the time. You just and it's always when you're on that side.
Bro, it might just be the force, isn't it? Man, it's got nothing to do.
Too much friction. Too much friction. All right, cool. So what we got today?
This week we're talking about Billy D. Williams, the actor who played the original Lando Calrissian, has been cast in Star Wars Episode 9. So
Can we let's go a bit of trivia.
Man's got trivia now. Yeah?
Man's got a trivia. I mean, come on, man. It's Lando, bro.
Do your thing.
It's Lando. All right, cool. So Lando was first. His first appearance was in The Empire Strikes Back, aka Episode 5. Some people like to say the name. Some people like to say the episodes. Okay. And he was introduced as a friend of Han Solo prior to the events of the film. Who he was the owner of the Millennium Falcon.
The original owner of the Millennium.
original, and then you know.
Oh, wait, there's now a movie
like
where you can go and watch.
Yeah, how
that all transpired.
yeah,
Han
and that's
Solo.
in Solo.
Star Wars story.
And who plays him again? It's
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover, which right now is very, very popular as fire, which kind of goes back to kind of making sense why, you know, like bringing him back in a way. One of the reasons I would think, you know, but anyway, so he's been on Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and he's part of the Rebel Alliance, and we've also seen him in Rebels, the cartoon series, okay, which was actually pretty dope. Seeing him.
Wait. Firstly, let's check your disrespect.
Yeah.
The animated series by
Yeah.
cartoon series.
Oh,
Animated, bro.
Sorry,
You know what I'm saying?
sorry, like.
No respect, you know.
Alright, cool. That's pretty much it about this character.
So you're saying, like you kind of alluded to, that you think that he's come back because Donald Glover was popular in the movie.
I don't think that's 100% the reason, but it kind of makes sense to like play on that character because of all the characters that came out in Solo, he was one of like where the spotlight was on that people really liked. So for those who don't know the original character, it kind of makes sense, you know, for those who, and we was talking about this today about, because we didn't really like it, but there was quite a lot of people who liked the movie. So for those who are not so into Star Wars and don't know the original character played by Billy D, now it's your chance to kind of like plug him in a little bit more from that. It's like a transition.
To be honest, yeah, I don't have an issue with all of this, but I've got an issue with a lot of it. I like Donald Glover, the actor, and I think he did a good job in the movie Solo, but I don't like the depiction of Lando in the movie Solo. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, like
just his whole being in love with robots thing. I thought that was weird, like them alluding to him having relationships with robots.
Yeah, that wasn't his power. That was like what was really.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I don't have. That's what I said. I got no issues with Donald Glover and what he done. But I don't like. That's what I'm saying. I don't like the weird direction they took
weird, guys.
the character in general.
Weird. That wasn't cool.
That was too much. So I didn't really like that. It's cool that he's gonna be in episode 9, but me personally, I don't really care. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I would think the only reason I'm giving them a bly on this, and I feel like it's acceptable to have him in this, is because I would think that Han Solo died, spoiler alert, in episode 7, so you'd expect Lando to show up in episode 8. But then the only reason I'm letting that go is because episode 7 and 8 happen back to back.
Right. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be like, all right, if this is in the same week, and Lando's on the other side of wherever, it might take some time.
Well,
but then that depends on how long episode 9 is, fam. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, like you've just said, I mean, in my mind, it's like, okay, it's back to back, isn't it? Like, you know, 7, 8, 9. There's no like years in between or anything like that.
So you don't think? Sorry, you don't think there's going to be a gap between episode 8 and 9?
I think there is, but
Okay.
it's more like there isn't like a huge jump off. Like we're still correlated because where we left off in episode 8. So a bit of spoiler alert. You know, when the signal was sent out, it didn't come back, and obviously you got to think about it. So he was administrator of Cloud City, right, in Bespin. So at this time, this is when the Empire is you know running things, right. There is no longer Empire, so which kind of like makes me think, okay, what was you doing for you not to get back to your friend? You know what I mean? For you not to reply back to your friend's help message. You know what I mean? So obviously he might be in a situation or doing something which I think now we're gonna get back. Oh, like where were you? Oh yeah, we was like dealing with this stuff, and then you know just like drop a line or two and kind of like, oh okay, kind of makes sense why he didn't reply back and stuff like that. So so yeah, and then another thing is that it was like that group, like Luke, Leia, Chewie, Solo, and then him as well. So it kind of like fits in to kind of like bring him in to kind of like close that little.
Does that mean he's going to die? Because the rest of them are dead.
I don't know.
Luke's dead.
See,
Han's dead. Leia is in limbo.
If he dies, Leia can't die. If Leia dies, he can't die. Because you always need someone to tell these stories that becomes...
Force Ghost Luke is that person.
Oh yeah, but like...
Bro.
Okay, without... Yeah, but he's not going to appear to people all the time. He's not going to be telling stories to people all the time. While he's a human being, he can just be like, you know, that old guy, you know, your old neighbor that's always telling stories, and then you think, oh, like, that's just, you know, that's just a myth, but then what he's telling you really is like, you know, facts that happened.
I don't even think they should bring him in.
Really?
Not like, it depends, innit? Like, if you're just going to bring him in for a cheap cameo, don't do it. If you're going to bring him in...
No, he's got to be part of the team. Heavy. He's got to be part of that rebellion. He's got to be that it's like that uncle you go to for advice.
What I would like to see them do with this is Leia passes away in between episode 8 and 9.
Okay.
Yeah. And Lando is now the head of everything, the rebellion. Yeah.
I mean,
remember?
Experience.
Yeah, because they had the thing with Holdo, Captain Holdo. She took over after Leia, and then she died, and then Leia was still around, but like she was trying to groom Poe into the position. But I feel like Leia passes, you bring Lando in, and you get Lando, Poe, and Finn as like the military leaderish people taking us forward, innit?
Each one of them kind of have their own post,
own little area.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
I would like to see something like that, but I don't think this is going to be that, fam. I feel like this is going to be a short little cameo.
Oh, that's dead.
But I don't know. Dead. I just think it is.
What's the point of bringing them in then? Like,
because right now we're in a place with Star Wars where I don't know, like it's turmoil. People are upset. The Last Jedi did too many things that were new. So now, you know what J.J. Abrams is like. J.J. Abrams, I really like him. I like The Force Awakens. He's cool, but he even gets into that fan servicey stuff. Not that fan service is bad, but he really likes that kind of stuff. So I could see him bringing in Lando just to do one thing. Like imagine in Episode 7, they've got Ewan McGregor's voice just for one line.
Right.
You didn't have to do that, but that's the kind of like that's how deep JJ goes in. So when they like, oh, Lando's been cast, to me it doesn't mean like, oh, Lando's gonna have a huge role. It just means we're gonna allude to something. Like they might have Han Solo's funeral in this movie.
It could, and
then he's just there, and then leaves.
Okay,
well, we don't know.
It could also have that you know General Akbar like sort of like role, like those minutes that he kind of gets.
That's a cameo, fam.
Oh man,
Akbar's not a cameo. Man said it's a trap. You fam.
I don't know, bro. I feel that it's one of those where it's good to bring him in, especially when certain characters are not in anymore, and he can just be like, yeah, man, this is what we did. And it's like you said, fan service, and you just be like, wow, like, you know, it takes you back all the way to episode 4, episode 5 and stuff like that. So
no, I don't want that.
I don't know. Listen,
I don't want that. You're making me mad, fam.
No, you can't be mad because you don't like.
No more. Oh, this is what happened. We've got that trilogy. I just want to know about what's happening now. Talk to me about Kylo Ren. Unless you're telling me a story from the past that directly affects what we're going to do right now, like, do you know what I'm saying? In episode 5, we did this, and this is how we got there. Do you know what I'm saying? We sent Luke in, blah, blah, but they've already done that. The part, you know, where Luke goes to meet Vader and they confront Palpatine. They've already done that in episode 8, fam. Rey went, they met Kylo, they went to see the, you know, bruv. All new things. All new things.
I mean, look,
let the past die.
I'm all up for that. I'm all up for that moving forward. But obviously, you're bringing someone from the past. You gotta, you know, just sprinkle a little bit of, you know.
Kill him.
You want him dead?
I don't want him dead. But if you've
kill him,
they've killed off everyone else, you might as well.
Yeah, but you always got to leave someone behind to tell these ghost stories, man.
You wouldn't want Lando to be the survivor of the original trilogy.
Why not?
Why Lando?
Because you wouldn't expect him to.
Nah, man. Not Lando, man.
Who would you expect? What, Chewie? No, I can understand him.
Chewie's gonna survive. So, in fact, there you go, boom, you got Chewie, and you got R2-D2 and C-3PO. That's enough survivors.
Yeah.
If you want a human survivor, it should have been Leia. Or, I don't even know why they really killed off Luke, fam. Or in episode 8. Like,
who cares about Luke, man?
Like, I don't have it... Obviously, I'm fine with the way he died in episode 8.
I loved it.
But, you could have just brought him through to 9. Do you know what I'm saying?
And what, just Force Ghost?
No, he's going to be a Force Ghost now.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, you could have brought him back. You could have brought him into 9 as still alive. And then have him actually get murdered in episode 9 by Kylo, fam. Because there was a point where I was like, Kylo can't reach his highest heights without killing his master. And his real master ain't Snoke, it's Luke.
Snoke is dead as well.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Do you actually get my point?
No, I get
you know what I'm saying? So, we'll see.
This is the kind of thing when, you know, obviously bringing different directors, they have their own little take. And, you know, we're kind of left in that limbo, how things should have been done and who should have died, who shouldn't have died. But look, when they start shooting this year,
I don't know. I've got a bet. I want to make a little bet.
Go on.
I think that Lando will refer to Canto Bight in episode 9. Canto Bight's the gambling world that they went to.
I'm trying to put together, like, what, is that where he is?
No, I'm not saying he's there. I'm just saying he's going to refer to Canto Bight.
Oh, he's just going to, like, align on that.
Something's going to happen. He's going to refer to Canto Bight in it.
Why? What makes you say that?
I just got a feeling, innit? I just got a feeling. Now, do you know what? I've just got a feeling, innit? Because Canto Bight is the kind of place that Lando would hang out.
Oh, of course.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he wasn't there. So maybe the commotion in Canto Bight is what drew him out. Or he got the signal and came back. But I still think, even if he was somewhere else and got the signal and came, I still think, I've just got this strange feeling he's going to make a joke about Canto Bight. Or not a joke, or say a passing line about it. Get me? I'm just putting it out there.
I guess we'll see.
You don't want to take the bet?
No, because I don't really care about the... It doesn't say anything to me. Like, it's not something that I thought of or anything like that.
You could get a quick little bottle of rum out of it.
No, I'm alright, man.
Alright, cool.
I'm alright. But yeah, anything else about this Lando? It's going to be interesting. I think
it will be interesting, guys. But look, you let us know what you think is going to happen with Lando in episode 9. Jump in the comment section below. Do you think he's going to have a small role, a big role? Is he going to die? Is he going to survive? Where's he been? Will we see Han's funeral? I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Ready GS.
And we'll see you on the next episode of Sith Temple.